Hi, I'm Simon. I'm a director of technology for a private school, and I would give Blackbaud CRM a 3 out of 5. So when we were considering switching from our current CRM, which was Salesforce at the time at a previous school that I worked at, we were looking at really what software would best suit our customer base. Which for us, it's there are the families, the teachers, and students. So we decided to look at that as the main point of emphasis, and Blackbaud seemed to have that aspect that we needed. So we decided to go with Blackbaud from Salesforce at that time. So the reason why we chose Blackbaud was because they are all about education in schools. There are tons of CRMs out there to choose from, but Blackbaud specifically is designed for schools. So we decided that obviously we're a private school. We decided that since Blackbaud is all about schools, that would be the best fit for us, and it turned out that they were, since they knew our structure, the consumer base that we work with, and they were able to support us with all of our needs. So Blackbaud is a very robust system. There are a lot of pieces to integrate within a school like ourselves. So we really needed to have that step-by-step, hand-holding process, sort of say, with Blackbaud. And they were able to give us some helpful guidelines during the onboarding process of here's what to expect. So that was nice to see. Although there were times where we felt a little bit left out to dry in terms of from a customer service standpoint of us being the customer and them being the service provider. So an example really is just during that onboarding process of getting everything set up. And before we integrate, making sure we have all the right pieces in place, we felt at times we were left for us to do it ourselves. And that was a little bit of a frustrating aspect of the process of going into integration. And speaking of integration, again, since we got off to a rough start, the integration kind of wasn't exactly what we were expecting. Now, we have heard that Blackbaud integrates well with some of the other tools that we use at the school. But like I said, since the onboarding process wasn't exactly clear up front, the integration was delayed, and which caused a bit of a stressful start to the school year with our data not being in the place where it needs to be. My recommendation, if you are a school out there that wants to choose Blackbaud as your CRM provider, is just have an open mind. They are one of the leaders in this CRM business, especially for schools. So obviously they have a high price as well tag on them, so you get what you pay for. But also make sure you have at least a plan in place to fully integrate your data. And also, in addition to the plan, make sure you have the people in place, because, like I said, Blackbaud is one of those robust systems that has a lot of pieces to it. So you definitely want to have more than one individual looking at this from an outside perspective, so that the data can be integrated properly. Because Blackbaud is a large entity, so sometimes they can kind of leave you on your own, like I said earlier, to fend for yourself in terms of integrating the software. But overall, I would say if you are ready for a big software, a big change to your school, then Blackbaud would be one that I would recommend, just not necessarily for everyone.